You just not gonna move? You just gonna stay right there, huh? Just right there. Hey you, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I am in my car. I'm about to be on the move, and before I pulled out, I just started thinking about that question that you're always asked when you go to self-development classes. You're always asked, what would you tell your younger self? And as I'm thinking about that question, wait, pause. Why is this squirrel sitting on my garbage can? Like, this squirrel think he part of the family. He don't even move when I pull up. Do you hear me? He just sits there and eats out of my garbage. I have had the can replaced 2 times, and he digs a hole in the can and eats out of my garbage. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So that question made me think about my kids. Both of my kids are in their 20s. And I started thinking about, like, what would stick with them that I tell them if I wasn't around? Like, what would they remember? That's important. That's an important nugget, right? If I wasn't around, what would I want them to really remember if I'm not in their presence? What would I say to them at this point in their life? And I just started like pondering all of these things to start popping up in my head. And first I thought about my daughter, right? My daughter, if I could say anything to my daughter in her 20s, I would say live your life. Live like you are still young, vibrant, because you are, but just live and enjoy the things that don't cost. Try to travel, try to work on yourself, pour into yourself early, your self-love, self-care, things about making you the best version of who you are. Pour into those things early. Save, okay? Save now. Start saving now, because you can save a little now that will make a difference when you're in your 50s. It will make a huge difference. Find an interest earning account and put $50 in it every time you get paid. Don't touch it, so that when your retirement comes around and when you're of age, you're fine. Always know your worth. Always know that you are the prize. Never let anybody treat you less than who you are. Never let a man think that he's irreplaceable or that you need him. You know, we all want and desire partnerships, but don't ever let someone mistreat you because they think you need them, right? I am not one of those women that say I don't need a man or I don't want a man. I absolutely do. But if I'm talking to my daughter in her 20s, I just want you to know your self-worth matters so much. Don't let anybody, no man, woman, or anybody tell you that you are not worth it, or make you feel like you are not enough, or make you feel like you're not pretty enough, make you feel like you're not smart enough, make you feel like you don't deserve everything this life has to offer, because you deserve everything. You have a heart of gold. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are worthy. Please hold on to that. Hold on to that and travel, baby girl. Travel. Travel this world. It is so much out there, so much knowledge, so many things you can learn about. Live and enjoy the beauties of what this world have to offer. Don't just let money dictate your life, or chasing money dictate how you move. Money is just a small part of this life. Moments matter. So that's what I would tell my daughter. Moments matter. I would tell her to just value and flourish in the moments, because those are the things that's going to matter the most. And save. Save right now. Right now. Open an interest earning account and start saving right now, because I don't know what retirement or money going to look like for y'all, for your generation. I don't worry so much about my daughter. My daughter is very strong. She is very mild-mannered. She has an amazing heart. So I don't worry about her that much. But that's a good and a bad thing, right? Because everybody needs that concern. And sometimes I think because I don't worry about her so much, she could feel slighted. So that is something that I'm working on. For my son, whew, my son has been the challenging child. My son has given me a run for my money, okay? But if I could tell him anything in his 20s, I would say continue to chase your dreams. Continue to love on yourself. Learn how to be who you are authentically. Don't let the people around you develop and scope you into who they are. Learn who you are. Know that you have a gift. Know that you are amazingly made by God. Know that you are valuable. Know who you are. It is so important as a young male, especially a young black male, that you are solid in your foundation. I would tell my son to be solid in his foundation, to know his worth, to figure out his identity. Don't let his circle dictate his identity. Pay attention to your circle. Pay attention to what's feeding you, what you're feeding yourself. Pay attention to that thing in your gut that's telling you to be better and do better. Always trust your instinct, trust your gut. Be respectful, be mindful of others. Respect yourself. It starts with the respect you have for yourself, because then that will flow over to the respect you have for others. I would tell him to shine. To shine. Don't wait for others to make your moment. Don't depend on others to make your moment. Take your moments. Make them for yourself. Don't put your life in anyone's hands. Anyone. Know who you are. Be just so definitive in who you are that you're unshakable. Because what happens when you don't have your own identity is you just become a chameleon to everybody around you. And that could be good and that can be bad. You should have your own identity and know that you deserve it. You deserve dreams. You deserve happiness. You deserve love. You deserve everything this life has to offer you. Know that you are strong, valuable, and you have to own that, right? I would just tell my son to own your value, own who you are, own your identity, and don't wait on anybody to make your moment. And I would also tell him the same thing. Travel. You know, take in all of the knowledge that this world has to offer while you're young, before you get married, before you have children, before you have a family. Enjoy life moments. Enjoy life moments. I would tell both my kids moments matter more than anything in this life. So, yeah. That just came over me, and it's so much more I would tell them. But off the top of my head, that is what I would tell both my children. It is so, so important for them to know that they are loved, know that they are valued, know that no matter how old you are, there are still lessons that can be learned, right? Be respectful, be honest, treat people how you want to be treated, know your identity, know your value, know your worth. You know, don't let anybody determine or dictate who you are. Don't let people mistreat you. None of those things. Own your own self-value. That is what I would say to my kids. What would you say to yours? I don't know why that came in my head. I don't even know why I'm sharing it, but think about it. What would you say to your kids, and how would you leave things with them, like if you're not in their presence? What would you want them to take with them? Let them know. It's important. They want to know. Trust me. I would love to look back and say, my mom or my dad took time to tell me things they wanted me to hold on to when they're not in the room. So think about it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start to run my errands. So that's that little Chicago accent coming out. I'm going to go ahead. That ain't even a whole sentence. What the Anyway, Thank you for watching. Comment and like and subscribe. And I will see you next time, Worthy Squad. Hopefully you got something from this. And, make that list. What would you tell your kids if you're not in the room with them? Just think about it. All right. Bye.